Hello. Meteorologist Rachel Piscatelli here in the Weather Center. I wanted to provide a update for you on the weather conditions, what's going on out there, and when we can start to see some improvements, whether or not you've just been seeing rain out your window, heavy rain at times, or whether or not, you've been seeing a good amount of snow. So right now what we are seeing is the highest amounts and kind of what we were expecting and anticipating over the last couple of days. Northeastern Connecticut, Windham, Tallinn County seeing the worst of the snow, and also really seeing some outages as well. At one point we saw outages, about 12,000 people across the state were without power. That number has since come down, which is nice. We're only about 4,900 without power. Willington, Somers, Stafford, Tallinn, and Vernon, Ashford, some of the towns that are being hit the hardest at this point. Willington with over 1,100 people without power. The number has come down significantly in the last hour or so, but road conditions have been deteriorating. And overnight tonight, once the storm system moves out of here, we're anticipating our numbers will fall back below freezing overnight. So cautious on the roads tonight and especially into tomorrow morning. So if you're an early riser, have to get to work before 8-9 o'clock, I would take it very easy on the roads. Black ice certainly a concern. Back porches, decks, driveways. Throw that ice or throw salt. Couldn't think of the word. Throw some salt on your back decks, porches, steps, walkways, driveways, just to be certain before you go to bed tonight. I'm seeing some comments here. Let me know what you're seeing out your window. Did you get a lot of snow? Just a lot of rain in your area? Just let me know. Hi, Tom, Rob, hello. Mike, hello. John, hello. Hi, Steve says, stopped raining here in Bristol. Jimmy's been stuck in traffic for 45 minutes. Well, Jimmy, I'm so sorry to hear that. Where are you? But I'm sorry to hear that. Hi, Harvard stopped raining, only a little windy and getting colder. Sandra says her lights blinked in Ashford. Good evening, Mike. Rain and wind in Madison. So especially along areas along the shoreline. I know where I was. I live in New Haven County. And we saw a good amount of slush in our area. So it basically rained, turned to a bit of snow, and then just started raining again. A lot of wind. Hello, Rob. Tony's seeing yuck outside his window. Mostly rain in Meriden, but wind picked up. It's dark, he says, right? Yeah, it's dark out. So I'll have to brush the snow off my car. Yes, that is a great point, Robert. I would brush off any snow that's on your car, definitely, before you go to bed tonight, because that'll likely freeze on your car. Rain and wind in East Haven. All right, so now that stopped raining in West Hartford. Okay, thank you guys, says James. So I'm going to switch this around so that you guys can see, will this freeze overnight? So Ron, I just kind of started talking about that earlier. So we are anticipating our numbers are going to fall back into the 20s overnight. So likely some slick spots out on the roads, your back decks, driveways, porches, steps. So just for your sake, throw some salt on any of your surfaces, and then I'm sure the Department of Transportation will be all out there salting overnight tonight too for those road conditions. All right, so here's a look at the wind speeds right now. These are actually improved from just a few hours ago, so 15 to about 20 mile sustained wind speeds, 22 in Groton. So still very breezy out there, and the wind gusts are around 25 to 30 31 miles per hour, gustier in Groton at about 32 miles per hour. So this afternoon, Rachel Frank was doing a Facebook Live, and she saw gusts, especially along the shoreline in Groton, at around 45 miles per hour and 40 in Chester. So just to give you an idea of how the numbers have come down in the last couple of hours. So we still have some light to moderate rain falling in areas like Windsor, Bloomfield, Hartford, and New Britain, Norwich, Groton, Chester. So over in eastern Connecticut, there was a good swath of eastern Connecticut that was covered in snow. You can see that's kind of changed over. It's a lighter precipitation, and you can see that's changed over in Norwich down into Groton, Putnam, near 395, Woodstock, Ashford, Pomfrey. So the heavy snow has come to an end, but we are still seeing some light snow falling across those parts of the state: Willington, Tolland, Stafford, and Union. So this is where we're anticipating to get, when those numbers come in of how much snow has fallen, this is where we're anticipating that the highest amounts will be. Elsewhere, especially here, and you can see that it's coming to an end, and it will over the course of the next, I would say, hour or so. Numbers out there in terms of temperatures, pretty chilly, and the 30s, 34 in Torrington, and along the shoreline in the lower 40s. Overnight tonight, we're expecting those gradually clearing skies, and it's going to be brisk and cold. So it's going to be those numbers, even along the shoreline. You're close to freezing in New Haven and Bridgeport. So I think in terms of slick spots out on the roads, everyone should be mindful of that. It's not going to exclude the shoreline tonight. Tomorrow, it's going to be breezy and chilly. Sunny skies, which is a nice change. So it's not going to be gloomy out there. Overnight tonight, again, expecting those clearing skies, and then by tomorrow morning, we're pretty much clear from start to finish. But it will be chilly with temperatures in the middle 30s by noontime, 38 at 2 o'clock. So we're thinking upper 30s to right around 40 degrees. So let's read some of your comments. And if you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them. Ryan would love to have summer back right now. I mean, the first major snow, well, we've already had our first snow, but the first, I apologize for my hair. I promise I won't look like this when we go on air. It's always fun to get a little bit of snow, as long as people are inside and safe. But Maureen agrees that she would like the summer back. Hi, Tim. How are you? Hi, Stephen. Grace, hello. Amy, hello. Ryan does not like snow. Roads look icy in Torrington. No snow here. Right. So, I mean, in areas where we just saw some, a brief changeover to snow, and then back to primarily rain, still we're going to have to worry about those slick spots out on the road tomorrow morning. And even tonight. Mary, how many days until spring? I'm seeing that a lot of you folks don't like the snow. Where are my snow lovers at? Hi, Jody. Edna, how are you? Brenda, hello. So that's kind of the latest here. I don't see any questions in terms of, when this is coming to an end. Finally here in Massachusetts. Oh, okay, so we're getting some snow there as well. So just to kind of overview and give you a recap of what you can expect. So over the course of the next hour or so, things will begin to improve, gradually clearing skies overnight tonight with that rain and snow tapering off. Clearing skies, temperatures fall back into the 20s, so below freezing for just about everyone. New Haven, Bridgeport on that cusp of 32, 33, so still everyone has to be mindful of some slick spots out on the roads. Back decks, porches, driveways. Don't want anyone slipping, so if you have any salt, I would throw that down before you go to bed. And somebody made a really good point on here. If your car is outside and not in a garage, I just brush off any snow or slush that's on your car, so you don't have to be fighting that in the morning. And that's it. And tomorrow is going to be cold in the upper 30s to right around 40 degrees, but we'll have a wind out there. So it'll be on the breezy side, 10 to 20 mile per hour wind speeds with gusts a little bit higher than that. So nothing damaging, but enough for you to notice that it's a bit windy out there. So that is the latest. If I see any questions, Dave just moved to Florida, 80s, and hung out by the pool. Mary, I thank you. You're welcome. I appreciate you watching the update. We'll always want to keep you guys informed about what's going on out there and letting you know that we're almost done with it. We're almost out of the woods. Just have an hour or so left to go, especially for areas in eastern Connecticut. But things will improve overnight tonight. But again, just be mindful of those slick spots out on the roads. I don't want anyone, falling or slipping out on the roads and things like that. So that's the latest. Tune in tonight, 10 o'clock. We will be on the CW20, myself and Carmen. And then we do have college football on Fox 61. So the 11 o'clock news, if you tune into the 11, will be just a little bit after the game ends. So we'll have to watch that. So we're likely going on a little bit late for the 11 on Fox 61. But for CW20, we'll be on at 10. So we'll see you guys then, and hope you guys join us. Have a good night and be safe.